Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming my October favorites. I'm so excited to film this video. You can see I changed my shelf a little bit. We have a little fox friend and a candle on this side and a couple of pumpkins and a little vase or a little pitcher of some dried wheat on this side. I gathered these things from around my house. If you didn't see my affordable fall home decor tour, I'll throw a link to it above. These are all items that I've gathered around, but this is exactly why I wanted this shelf here, because I thought it would be so much fun to be able to pull seasonal items. And October favorites felt like a good time to start. So anyway, that's that. I'm like giddy right now. I have been loving filming. I've been filming as much as I can lately, and I've been very full. My days have been very full with Etsy lately, but I've been trying to find time as much as possible to film because I have just enjoyed it so much lately. I'm really in the spirit, which is a good time of year to get in the spirit, because my personal favorite vlogs to watch are those that are in October, November, and December. I just love watching those cozy holiday vlogs, so you can expect hopefully lots of videos coming from me over the next couple of months before we hit 2019, and then hopefully into 2019 as well. So if you have any ideas of videos that you really want to see from me, I would love if you would leave them below. Anyway, so I'm back to my favorites. I will link the playlist for the rest of my favorites above for all of the other months of this year, and we're just going to jump into October's favorites. As always, I am going to link everything that I can link below, so that if you want to go check it out or see how much things cost or whatever, you're welcome to go and do that. I will link everything in the description box that I can. And as always, I'm going to break up my categories into different sections. So the first section is food and drink. I have two different items in the food and drink category for this month. The first one are these Reynolds cookie baking sheets pre-cut parchment paper. So this, I just got this fresh box. These are such a lifesaver. They make life so much easier if you use parchment paper a lot. So parchment is a great nonstick paper. A lot of people use it with baking, which is why these are called cookie baking sheets, because these are the size of a cookie sheet. But if you've watched a lot of our vlogs, we roast vegetables for dinner multiple nights a week. We roast sweet potato, last night we roasted green beans, we roast broccoli, we roast carrots, we roast all kinds, onions, tomatoes, all kinds of things. And these make it so easy. Let me put this to the side so I can open this up. So these are, it's a parchment paper sheet, and then it's just exactly like it sounds. It's just pre-cut exactly for the cookie sheets. The reason why I love this the most is that it doesn't curl. As you can see, it just sits. It will just sit flat on your sheets. Whereas normal parchment paper comes in a roll like aluminum foil or saran wrap. So when you start pulling it out and then you rip it, it starts curling up and rolling in on itself, or it's like curling and bumping, and I just don't love it. This I love. So if you're a big baker, or if you, like us, happen to use parchment paper from time to time for cooking, I highly recommend these. They are not expensive. They come with 22 of them, and they're great. These pre-cut parchment paper cookie baking sheets from Reynolds Kitchen. You can buy them online as well. I've gotten them from Amazon. The next and final item in my food and drink section for this month is this creamer. This is from Dunkin' Donuts. It's the Dunkin' Donuts Extra Extra Creamer. And I had seen this on the shelves for years and had always wondered, I don't know about years, I don't know how long it's been out, but I've seen it on the shelf of my grocery store a lot of different times, and I love Dunkin' Donuts hot coffee. I grew up with the Dunkin' Donuts around the corner. My mom goes to Dunkin' Donuts almost every morning for a cup of coffee, and so whenever I'm home, and like Dunkin' Donuts hot coffee to me is like being home. It's just very cozy. I love the taste of it. I just like it a lot. Anyway, and so I already buy the Dunkin' Donuts K-Cups. I use the decaf ones, which is a whole other conversation because I've cut out caffeine recently and my body feels so much better for it. But I grabbed this because we were going away on a trip, which I'll talk about later, and we used it the whole time, and it's delicious. This is so delicious. The first three ingredients in it are milk, cream, and sugar, and those are the main ingredients. So I know that in these kind of bottled creamers, there's usually a lot of junk, and there are some other things in here that are definitely a little bit questionable. Clearly using almond milk, coconut milk, normal creamer, half and half, is better than using in this. But this, I think, is going to be like a special fall and winter treat. for sure. It is delicious. So if you like Dunkin' Donuts coffee, or if you just like milk and sugar, or cream and sugar in your coffee, try this because it's already sweetened. So I love it because I can make a cup of coffee, I can pour a little bit of this into my coffee, and my coffee is sweetened to my taste, and it's creamy. It's so good. I saw this on another YouTuber's channel, and she kept buying it over and over, and I finally went ahead and purchased it, and I will definitely be purchasing it again. It's so good. The next category that I'm going to share my favorites in for the month of October is my makeup and beauty category. So I have 3 that I'm excited to share about this month. The first one is this lipstick. I have it on my lips right now. I've been wearing it pretty much every day. I've been wearing lipstick. I just love it. It's called Taupe Seduction. There we go. There is a fly in here. It's been raining so much, and we are dealing with the most obnoxious flies. So there's what it looks like. Here's what this looks like. And then if I unroll it, it's a nice cool toned kind of berry looking color. I think it's so pretty. I really, really like it. So I will link it below. I have found it on Amazon because I was looking on Amazon to see if I could get some other colors because I really like the formula. It's like a nice moisturizing shiny formula. But this is Taupe Seduction. It's Maybelline. It's in the shine, and it's the color Sensational, but this is what it looks like. So I have been loving that. The next thing, oh my gosh, I am obsessed with this stuff. This is called the Acure Incredibly Clear Cleansing Stick. It is a face wash, and it is so genius the way that it works. I love it. I'm still trying to figure out the distance with this light of what's easy for you guys to see. So basically what I do, so back up. First of all, there's a video on my channel, I think it's the most popular video on my channel, about how to make your own face wash, toner, and moisturizer. And I did that for a long time. I felt like it did really good things for my skin. I really loved it. But like anything, I just crave some change sometimes. Sometimes we just need to mix things up. And so after using that twice a day for 2 years or something like that, I finally was like, okay, it's time to, I'm ready to branch out. I'm ready to do something different. So if you watch that video and you're using that, I don't have anything against it at all. I'm just kind of wanting to try something different, and I have tried this. So this is particularly interesting because it is, as you can see, it kind of almost looks like it's like a deodorant bottle, but when you unscrew it, the inside is this, it looks kind of gnarly because I've been using it, so excuse that, but I do want to show you what it looks like. It's a cleansing stick. So as you can see, this is not liquid at all, clearly. I'm trying to cover my face so it doesn't try to focus on my face. It's not liquid. It is kind of like a balm. That would be a good way to describe it. It's like a thick balm, this is. And you roll it up just like you would like a deodorant stick, like I said. So every night and morning, I wet my face, I roll this up, I take it like this and put it on my face, put it on my face, put it on my face, and then I get my hands wet and I use what's on my face plus the water that was already on my face and the water on my fingers, and I rub it in. It smells so good. It is so good. It smells like peppermint and rosemary would be the 2 scents that I would pull out. Acure is a really good brand if you like more natural leaning beauty products. I am not hyper obsessive about that. There was a time when I was, and I've kind of settled down some. But if you happen to be, I have no problems with that. This fly is driving me nuts. This is quite clean. The Acure brand is quite clean, so I definitely recommend it. And this is so easy for travel because you don't have to worry about it leaking because it's like a solid. So I love this. This is the Acure Incredibly Clear Cleansing Stick. I get mine through Grove Collaborative, but you can get it through something else as well, depending on whatever you like. The final item in my makeup and beauty category is this, and it is the Little Moon Essentials Sleep Comes Easy Sleep Inspiring Mineral Bath. Here's what it looks like. It's a little bag of Epsom salts, and it has okay, so if you've bought Epsom salts from like the grocery store or something like that, they're very dry. Even if it's like lavender scented, they're still very dry. So I'm always thinking like, there can't really be lavender oil in these because if you add oil to a bunch of salt, it kind of gets a little bit more cakey and less dry. This stuff, first of all, it's not cheap. It's quite pricey. Oh my gosh. It smells like they dumped an entire bottle of a bunch of like 5 different essential oils in here. It smells so good. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see or tell. Can you kind of see how it's a little bit thicker and a little bit more cakey and a little bit less of just like dry salt? I don't want to put my hand in there because it will stick all over my fingers, but I love this stuff. I love taking baths at night in the fall and winter, and this has a whole bunch of different essential oils in it, and I know that it actually has those oils in it because not only does it have a little bit of a wetter feel, but it smells so much stronger than any other bath salts I've ever tried. It is incredibly relaxing. So the most oil that it has is lavender, which is delicious, and then frankincense, which is so good for you. There's lemon oil, Roman chamomile oil, bergamot oil, and a couple others, vetiver, coriander, a couple of others. I mostly smell frankincense and lavender. It smells so, so, so good. So you just draw up your bath. I take a handful of this. After the bath is drawn, I kind of swirl it in, and then I get in. I feel like I sleep so deeply. It's like I took a Benadryl or some kind of sleeping pill after I use this. I love it. I get this through Grove Collaborative too, which I'm going to share about in a minute, but there probably are other places you can get it. This would be a great gift, a really, really nice gift for a birthday or the Christmas season if someone really likes kind of spa related items, because it's, like I said, it's not cheap, it's quite expensive, but it is like high quality. You only need a little bit and it goes a long way. Our next category are home decor and products. Our next category is home decor and products. I don't know. Here we go with home decor and products. So the first thing I have to mention, and I've mentioned it so often lately because I genuinely am completely obsessed with it. If you have been watching my weekly vlogs, then you know Grove Collaborative. Grove Collaborative is this amazing company online that sells a wide variety of homemaking, homekeeping, cleaning products. I bought my face wash from there. They have all kinds of natural cleaning products, natural face wash products, natural body wash. They have all kinds of like natural sponges to clean with and dishcloths to clean with and like organizational tools. It is like literally if I had my dream company with everything in the world that I love, it would be Grove Collaborative. I absolutely love that company. They have the best things. Those bath salts is just like right up my alley. So if you love homemaking and cleaning and all that kind of stuff, you've got to check out Grove Collaborative. I'm about to share two things. I bought several things from them recently. These are probably two of my top favorite, but it's such a good company. And if you use my referral link below, you get 5 things for free with your first order. I just had a YouTube subscriber send me a DM, an Instagram DM yesterday saying that she got her first Grove Collaborative order and that she loved it and that she couldn't believe how many free things she got, because it's crazy. The company gives you, like every order, half the stuff I get, they've given me for free. So anyway, it's a fantastic company. I'm not being paid to say this. It's amazing. It is such a good company. You should check them out. Moving on. Let's talk about 2 of the products that I love from them, and I have a third that's not from Grove. So the first thing I want to share is this Method Daily Shower Cleaner. This is a eucalyptus mint scent, and it's a naturally derived shower cleaner, and you're supposed to spray it on your shower every day after you shower and leave it on. And the idea is that it helps to break down any junk that builds up in your shower, and that way it's not as hard to clean, or it kind of gives it a clean every day. This works wonders. I feel like I need to buy a lifetime supply. We both love it. It smells so good. This eucalyptus mint, it's such a refreshing smell, and so neither of us mind after we get out of the shower in the morning just kind of reaching in and spraying the shower down lightly. It's like it works wonders. It works wonders. Scrubbing out the shower and the bathtub are my least favorite chores. They hurt my back. They drive me crazy. I have the little extendable like scrubby things. I just don't love it. This, I feel like, extends the clean of the shower about 2 weeks longer than before. 2 weeks is a really long time. It is amazing. I just absolutely love it. So both of us use it every day. We spray down the shower every day, and we have seen such a distinctive decline in the amount of like buildup and soap scum and things like that that normally start kind of getting on the shower walls and on the glass. The glass is still clear. It's like, this stuff is awesome. The next thing y'all have definitely heard about if you've watched my weekly vlogs, because I talk about it nonstop and I barely have any left at this point. This is the Caldrea Countertop Spray in the scent Tangelo Palm Frond. Here's what it looks like. I've been making really stupid puns all the time calling it my best frond. It is the best scent. One of y'all recommended it to me because you said that it smelled or reminded you of Disney World. The reason I think why this particularly reminds me of Disney World, not only is like just like a tangerine palmy scent gonna remind me of Central Florida, but also it smells very, very similar to the shampoo and conditioner that Disney provides in the resort rooms. It smells very similar to me. to that to me. As you can see, I have very, very little left. I like find reasons to use this. I just wiped down the shelf with it. I wiped down my desk with it. I have wiped down my countertops with it every day, morning, noon, and night. Like, Riley keeps laughing. He's like, you're using it again. It smells incredible. It smells so good. When you spray it on and you wipe it off your counter, the scent lingers, and it is the best smell. I just ordered from Caldrea, the same company, the sea salt neroli. This fly, I don't know if you can see it, it's driving me nuts. The sea salt neroli scent as well, because I've heard really good things about that. And there are a couple of others that as I use them, I'm going to order more. It's great. I get this from Grove and I get this from Grove. So, and a lot of other things. Riley's like, you ordered another Grove order? I'm like, yeah, it's making cleaning fun. And listen, I'm willing to pay to make cleaning fun. The last thing in my home decor and products category is this Chesapeake Bay Serenity and Calm Lavender Thyme Candle. I got this from Target. Here's what it looks like. Has a little wooden lid. This candle is great. The reason why I love this candle is because I absolutely love the smell of lavender. I really, really genuinely love the smell of lavender. But anytime I get a lavender candle, it smells like an interpretation of lavender. It doesn't smell like lavender essential oil at all. And this actually smells like lavender essential oil. This smells so good. It's such a nice, relaxing scent. I keep it by my bathtub, but sometimes I'll take it from the bathroom and put it on my bedside table when I'm unwinding at night, and I'll light it because it just... It smells like a fresh bouquet of lavender is what it smells like. It's really nice. So I highly recommend it. If you or anyone you know loves lavender, it smells like actual lavender. Next up is my entertainment section. And so I'm going to talk about two different things. The first thing is a book. It's an audiobook. I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks this year. I had a goal for the year to listen to 12, and I've probably listened to 15 or 16 at this point. I've really, really enjoyed my Audible membership. That is definitely going in my gift guides this year, is an Audible membership, because man, it is phenomenal. Anyway, so the Audible book is called, the audiobook and also the paper book is called The Highly Sensitive Person by Elaine, I think it's Elaine A. Aaron. I didn't write down her name, but I'm almost positive that is her name. Anyway, this book is fantastic. So the abbreviation of The Highly Sensitive Person is HSP, and a lot of people who have studied this or who have read this book will consider themselves an HSP. So I think it's about 15 or 20% of the population are scientifically HSPs, highly sensitive persons. And you can read this book. There's been extensive studies. This is not just like a made up thing. But anyway, it's fascinating. I feel like I've learned so much about myself. This is not the first time I've read the book, but I feel like I paid attention a lot more this time because I could listen to it. So I could really, I just feel like I really did it. I really like absorbed it a lot more than the first time that I read it, but I feel like it's a book I need to have on repeat once a year. It just really helped me make peace with myself and some of the like nuances and quirks that I have and things that I think find really frustrating and exhausting that I look around and don't see other people finding frustrating and exhausting. And so reading this book was just like, it was like a deep breath. It was like someone saying like, it's okay, there are other people like you. I was like, oh my gosh. So I really recommend it. If your interest is piqued hearing kind of a little bit about it, I definitely recommend that you go and download the audiobook or purchase the paperback book or Kindle or whatever else you like to do. But it's a fantastic book, very well researched. There is statistical data, there's anecdotal data and evidence. It's just really interesting. And I think that if you are also an HSP, I think it will help you understand yourself and be more gracious with yourself. It's just really, I think it's really interesting. So that's the first thing. The second thing is a podcast series by Andy Stanley, and the podcast series is called The Bible for Grown-Ups, and it is just really interesting talking about how historically the Bible was pulled together and what the pieces of historical documents within the Bible were before they were the Bible, and just like what the letters were and why they were sent and why these documents were retained. And it is absolutely fascinating. It is fascinating. I think it is. I just love it. I just absolutely love it. I've listened to the 4 parts. I think it's only a 4-part series of this particular topic, and I plan on re-listening to all 4 parts because it is really, really interesting. So I'll leave a link to it below, but it's Andy Stanley's podcast, and the series on this podcast, it's a 4-part series, and it's called The Bible for Grown-ups, and it's everything that you did not learn in Sunday school. Next up is my North Face rain jacket. You can probably hear it crinkling around. This rain jacket, I will pop in a picture of what it looks like because it's hard to hold up and it's noisy as well. It is rain. It's pouring down rain right now, even though it's Halloween. I'm wearing my black and white stripes and my little orange for Halloween. Even though we're in Texas, it has just rained and rained and rained like the entire month of October. The only thing it's done is rain. It's just rained all day. There have been a couple of little moments of reprieve, but basically it's just rained. And I've used that jacket into the ground. It's so well made. I love the way it feels. I love that it keeps out the wind and the rain, but it's not heavy and it's not hot at all. It's just a really nice lightweight jacket. I also like wearing it in the spring, even when it's not raining, just as a lightweight jacket. But it's a really good coat. I've had it for 3 or 4 years now. I've had it for quite a while. I use it anytime that it's raining and I really like it. So I wanted to share that in my clothing and accessories section. I don't know if I remembered to mention that. We're now in clothing and accessories, and now we're leaving clothing and accessories. The last category today is the priceless category, and this is where I share things that are experiences and things like that rather than specific items that I can hold up. So this month, Riley and I went on a cabin getaway retreat. We left and went for 4 days and 3 nights, and it was absolutely fabulous. We went to Broken Bow, Oklahoma. In one of my recent vlogs, I shared at the tail end of it some pictures and a little bit more about it, but basically we just went up into the woods, into this gorgeous cabin. We were able to bring our dog, and we just like slept and ate good food and sat in front of the fire and just took hikes and sat in a hot tub and made like s'mores over the fire pit. It was so relaxing. It was such a nice way to kind of usher in these last 2 months of the year, which can get a little bit like that. And so it was just really nice to have that time to kind of rejuvenate. I feel so focused. I feel really energized. I feel really excited about closing out this year strong, about working on Etsy, about working on YouTube. I just like feel so good and refreshed. And I know so much of that is because I took some time off and really unplugged. So I absolutely loved that. I'm thinking about maybe talking about social media free weekends on a video here because I've been doing social media free weekends more often than not in recent weeks, and I feel like they've made like just that small change has made such a huge impact in my life. So I don't know if that would be interesting. If it would, let me know. But I'm thinking about a chatty video kind of chatting about that. But that was a part of our cabin trip for sure. We definitely completely unplugged, and it was so nice. It was so nice to do that, especially, like I said, before the end of the year. So those are my October favorites. I hope you enjoyed kind of hearing what has been going on as far as what I've been loving this month and things like that. I would love to hear from you. If you have anything that you've been loving this month, I would love to hear, what that thing is. Other than that, I will see you guys next time. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and leave me a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe because lots of good new content is coming soon. I will see you guys next time, and happy Halloween. Happy belated Halloween. Bye guys.